Hi, my name is Mina. I'm with Sense Financial Services, and today I want to talk about filing Form 5500EZ. The 5500EZ is an informational form that's filed on an annual basis with the IRS. It may or may not be required for your solo 401k. In this presentation, I want to talk about, do I need to file the form? Second, when do I need to file Form 5500EZ? How do I file 5500EZ? As well as some common mistakes in filing. So let's get started. First question we want to consider is, do I need to file Form 5500EZ for my solo 401k? Form 5500EZ is required if you fall into one of two categories. Category number one, if the value of your plan hits $250,000 and above by the end of the plan year. Now keep in mind the plan value includes all assets of the plan for all participants within the plan. The 5500EZ is filed one form for all participants in the plan. So you want to make sure that the plan value that you calculate includes all assets of all participants in the plan. Assets include cash in the solo 401k, as well as the value of all investments held within the 401k. So if the value of your plan hits $250,000 and above by the end of plan year, you are required to file Form 5500EZ. The second instance in which you would be required to file the form would be if you've terminated your solo 401k. If you've terminated your solo 401k and have distributed all the assets of the 401k, you are then required to file a final Form 5500EZ on behalf of your plan. If your plan does not fall into either of these categories, in other words, if you have not terminated your plan and the value of your plan is under $250,000, then you are not required to file Form 5500EZ on behalf of your solo 401k. We recommend all clients file the Form 5500EZ either way, regardless of plan value, because it starts the statute of limitations on the plan. But again, if you do not fall in either of these two instances, you're not required to file the form. Next, we want to take a look at, when do I need to file Form 5500EZ? The deadline for filing is based on your plan year end. The IRS guidelines define the deadline as the last day of the 7th month after plan year end. Most of you have December 31st as your plan year end. So according to these guidelines, the deadline for filing Form 5500EZ would be July 31st. In other words, for the year 2022, which for your plan year, if it ends in December 31st, 2022, then your 2022 form would be due by July 31st, 2023. For those of you who have a different plan year end, and there are a few of you, you want to calculate using that IRS guideline. For example, if you have a plan year end of March 31st, then your deadline would be the last day of the 7th month after your plan year end. Next, we want to look at, how do I file Form 5500EZ? Well, a couple steps. First, you want to review our instructions. We've got step-by-step instructions for Form 5500EZ on our client portal. I'll show you where that is at the end of this presentation. Again, our instructions go through the form one line at a time, one step at a time. They're super helpful. Next, you'll want to calculate plan value. Again, this is going to include the value of the entire plan, meaning all assets for all participants within the plan, including cash and all investments held by the plan. Next, you'll complete the form. Once you've completed the form, you're always welcome to send it to us at Sense Financial for a quick review before you submit it to the IRS. Lastly, you'll submit your form to the IRS either via mail, postal mail, or electronically, or through Sense Financial's requested service. We've recently rolled out a service in which we can assist you in submitting the 5500EZ to the IRS. Again, this is by request only, so make sure to contact us if that's something that you're interested in. The main thing that you want to do when you submit the form to the IRS is get proof of filing. If you send the form in via postal mail, make sure that you use certified mail for this purpose. The electronic filing is nice because you will get a proof of filing, a confirmation of filing, if you go that route, as well as for Sense Financial's requested service. At the bottom, I've put the address of our client portal. Again, all of the instructions, all of this information on how to calculate plan value, how to submit the form via mail or electronic, it's all there on our client portal. Next, I want to look at common mistakes for the form. First thing is, notice that the EIN of the 401k should not be listed. So a common mistake is listing the 401k EIN. You'll see here the highlighted parts is the EIN for the adopting business is the only thing that's asked for on the plan. I'm skipping ahead here, but the business code as well is a common mistake. Make sure that it's one of the business codes listed in the instructions of the 5500EZ. The miscalculation of plan value is another common mistake, as I mentioned. And then lastly, and that's what my mouse is moving over here, was the plan characteristics codes in part 4, number 8. Right here is just, I wanted to show you on our client portal where the instructions are. It's under the maintenance tab, annual filing. If you click on it, it will take you to our section devoted to the 5500EZ. You'll see here the link to the form itself, the IRS instructions. Here we go. Keep scrolling down and you'll see, I wanted to show you, here's the step-by-step instructions for the form. At the very end, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see here number 8, the plan characteristic codes. I mentioned that that's a common mistake in filing the form. We list all the ones that you would need to use here in our instructions. Again, it's step-by-step, super helpful. Feel free to utilize them. Hope that helps.